Okay, so for today's deep dive, we're looking at a piece of hardware that promises to solve a massive headache in video production,
You mean the cable mess?
the endless cable mess.
Yeah,
We're talking about getting true 4K video without, running a whole snake of different wires. The camera is the Datavideo PTC-280NDI.
right. And our mission here is to look past just the spec sheet, though we should probably mention the price is $1,799, and it's TAA compliant.
Good points.
But the real focus should be on, I think, a single concept: efficiency. How does this camera actually make your life easier?
Let's unpack that. I mean, its core identity is pretty clear. You've got 4K, you have the pan-tilt zoom, the PTZ part, and then NDI.
Exactly. It's built for a modern, networked world. But if we're asking about making things simple, what's the first thing that just disappears? What's the biggest pain point it removes?
It's got to be the wiring.
It all starts with the wiring. This camera uses NDI HX technology and combines it with Power over Ethernet, or PoE.
Which brings us to that single wire concept.
That's it. So you're sending your 4K video, your audio, the power for the camera itself, tally status, and all of your control signals.
All down one single Ethernet cable.
All of it. Which just sounds a little bit like magic.
It really does. So what's the catch? Are there any, practical trade-offs for shoving everything down one pipe like that?
Honestly, the trade-off is almost nothing compared to the freedom you get. Because it's using PoE, you don't have to hunt for a power outlet nearby.
Right, which is always the problem.
Always. You can stick this thing on a high truss, in the back corner of a huge hall, wherever. As long as you can get a network cable there, you're good to go.
That is a real game changer for setup. And speaking of removing friction, I see it also has dual streaming with RTSP and RTMPS.
And that's fascinating because it means the camera basically has its own streaming encoder built right in.
So no extra box.
And no extra box. You can push your stream directly to YouTube, to Facebook, DV Cloud, whatever you use. It just radically simplifies the whole signal chain.
Okay, so the setup is simple. Let's get into the quality. What kind of picture is that one cable actually pushing? It has multiple simultaneous outputs, doesn't it?
It does, and this is clever. You get your full 4K, so up to 2160p at 60 frames, over the IP stream and also on an HDMI 2.0 port.
But there's more.
There is. At the exact same time, it's also putting out a 1080p 60 signal over a professional 3G SDI connector. So you have scaling and options built right in.
And the lens itself, it's a 12x optical zoom. Why is that number so important for, say, a live event?
12 times optical is it's crucial. It means you can be way at the back of a room and punch in for a really tight, sharp close-up on a speaker without getting that grainy digital zoom.
No quality loss.
Zero quality loss. And you combine that with its low light performance, it goes down to 0.5 lux, and it has this 2D, 3D noise reduction. So it works well even when the lighting isn't perfect.
Let's talk about the movement. The PTZ range seems huge. It pans 300 degrees, and the tilt goes from plus 130 degrees all the way down to minus 15.
It sounds a little excessive, right?
I bet.
But it's only excessive until you have to mount the camera upside down from a ceiling rig. That huge range means you can always get the shot you need no matter how you've mounted it.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So we've got quality, flexibility. Let's finish on control. It supports all the big protocols, DVIP, VSCA over IP, and has the tally light. But what's the easiest way to run it for a small crew?
That would be the PTZ View Assist app. It's free, it's on iOS and Android, and you can control up to 4 cameras right from your phone or tablet.
So you can recall your presets, adjust your white balance,
Vote all of it, all 255 presets, no need for a big hardware controller. And they even added NDI virtual input, so it can just show up as a super high-quality webcam in Zoom or Skype.
So wrapping this all up, what we have is a camera that's really built around the network. It cuts down on clutter, it cuts down on complexity, but it still delivers that true 4K image. It just takes the friction out of the setup.
Exactly. And that leads me to a final thought for you to chew on. This camera can output 2 signals at once, right? You've got your 4K stream over IP, and you have your 1080p signal over SDI.
2 completely separate paths.
2 separate paths running simultaneously. So how might that fundamentally change how you approach redundancy or even scaling your distribution to multiple platforms, knowing you have both of those high-quality signals available from one camera all the time? Something to think about for your next production.